Hey y'all. I know it's been a minute. Again, I know I said I was gonna be on top of making more videos, but I gotta go with the pace that life is lifing, you know? But today I am using a random old calendar to make some collage, which this is like a side project for me. It kind of gets the creative juices flowing. So I started with April, that's when my birthday is. And I went on to use February after this one. So I'm not really doing it any kind of order, except like one of my good friends, their birthday is in February, so that's why I went to that one next. But my mom's birthday is in May, so I may go. I may do May next. That sounds so silly. Oh my. What am I doing here? Oh, okay, yeah. See, I got all. There's time you don't see on the video where I have to go find what do I actually want to put on this image. Because all of these calendar images, they're from the same artist. I guess he's a painter. Yeah, sometimes to me it's like collage art takes this, like we're walking the line on that copyright stuff sometimes, and I'm like, it's really for personal use, and I don't plan on selling these, so there's that. I guess don't need to say that, or maybe I should. I don't know. But what they give me is a really good background to kind of get the ideas going for either a story or for the randomness. Like these that I'm doing in this video are kind of random, but I like it, you know? Like, there's no real like story. It's just like, what do I want to see on here? And what kind of goes with that season. But you'll also see later, I put butterflies on the February one. We don't really see butterflies in February, at least not where my friend lives. So, but they kind of have a different meaning. So the randomness is not so random to the person that, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't need to, I'm overdoing it with the explanation there. And a little like trick is this little soft towel is good for smoothing out the glue. But if you get glue, I've learned this the hard way, if you get glue on the towel, it doesn't matter how soft it is, it can start to pick up the ink from magazine images and smudge it, or just like completely rub it off if you're going too hard at it. Yeah, I did. I effed around and found out about that. Because I want my stuff to stick. So sometimes I get too, like, I'm pushing a little too hard or smudging it a little too hard. Yeah. But it's still a good tip to have, to use that. It really, like, glides over the images when you use the little soft towel. I like these little like vintage trapeze artists. Just randomly in there, that's neat. And that one's done. I didn't really cut into this one. See, I tried to give a little view here. Nice. Here is February. It's real like, snowy, wintry. It's a good month for like being indoors at the beginning and outdoors at the end. That's how I always kind of felt during February. Like it's the dark of winter, but it's also like, so spring is on its way. All in the same month. So you can kind of see on this part where part of the process, just a little part of the process when you're looking for images. Sometimes it just takes like looking through the images to kind of spur on some of those ideas of what you really want to put on there or where you're going with the whole project. So yeah, I'm looking through some semi-fussy cuts. My mom gave me this sticker of this duck, and he's he's way too big for the image, but sometimes that's what's fun about collage, is playing with the spatial, what is it? What do they call it? The ratios of like large to small, and what those playing with the proportions. That's what I was trying to think of. Wow, the scale of the items, and yeah, it creates interest. Like sometimes when you have like a really big hand on your image, and then in the hand you can put like a whole like cityscape, and that's playing with the scale for collage or for painting or whatever you're making. Yeah. See, I accidentally recorded this part too close. I forgot to zoom my camera out, so we missed some stuff, so I just cut it out. I'm like, that's ridiculous. See, on this one I put space to write on the back, which I'll show you at the end, and the original image is back there on the back side. Oh yeah, I'm adding the little swimmers, adding all the little characters. I had to have a little moon there. There was like some fingerprints or grease spots at the top of the page, so I tried to cover that up, and I shifted from using a half earth to kind of make this whole thing like it's on another planet. I was going to use half earth and like a moon, but then I was like, no, I like this better. Sometimes if you go with a more simple idea, it does look better. Alright, and I keep them underneath the cutting board. It kind of flattens them out while they're like semi-dry. There we go. There's February on the left, April on the right. I don't know if I'm going to send that one to my friend. I was like, maybe I'll send them a little care package with some random creative stuff in it that they can do stuff with it. Oh god, this was why I haven't made a video, y'all, because my ideas are like all over the place. But if I can sit down and like focus on these collages, then I'm making progress. Because I have been working on a painting, so that'll be coming up in a video soon too. It's a part 2 to my elders painting, so yeah. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Remember to be kind to yourselves out there.